Good morning, my dear students. As in my previous class, grammar part, I engaged, and today let us see idioms and phrases. Idioms and phrases. Question number 29, 2 marks. So, for the exam point of view, whatever to be teach means taught, I am going to take in this online classes. To the point, I will be explaining, and one thing that your duty as a students, you purchase new workbook. Don't go for previous your seniors workbook already which will be done in that workbook exercises. So, you have to purchase new workbook, grammar book. If it is textbook, okay, you can take it, your seniors, brothers, whatever, if it is there. But don't continue to do in old workbooks. Just it is a matter of 50 to 60 rupees. You purchase new workbook where you can do yourself. I will be giving 1 or 2 examples, and in that workbook, whatever the examples, exercises they have given, that you have to do. So, once again, see, I tell you, don't continue or take your seniors, your brothers or sisters workbook, don't continue. You have to purchase new one and do it. And textbook, it is better to purchase a new one. We call it as what? Course book and workbook, textbook as well as grammar part. So, you just purchase, it is better to purchase new books. So, I hope that you will purchase and you will be doing what exercises. See, maybe in our college, whoever, whichever subject it may be, whatever they do on that day, online classes, you just go through and try to complete on that day itself. Don't postpone. Already 3 months completed, and now within shortly September also will be completed, and there is no time. Don't waste your time. Time is precious, essential. Even single minute is very important. Anyhow, you are going to write exams. For that purpose, whatever the online classes they will engage, whichever subject it may be, on that day itself you just go through and study yourself. Maybe central government they have given time and they are telling 21st to be started, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, but how far the state government is going to take decision, we don't know. So, at least here what we are taking online classes, systematically you just watch it and do means complete on that day itself. Let us see today in this once again in that grammar part. We have what here a new this one exercise, idioms and phrases, question number 29, 2 marks. Once again, why repeatedly I will point out question number? You have to keep in your mind that when they ask question number 29, oh, it is related to idiom and phrases, and 2 marks for that. And another one thing, this idiom and phrases will be asked from your textbook chapters. Any one chapter from your textbook, they will ask from that. What these idioms and phrases? Let us say, before to give some 2 examples, 1 or 2 examples, idioms and phrases means what? What role it will take in English language? And it is essential, and we should use sometimes while speaking. We have to use in between idiom and phrases, and it will give more effective to your what language when we speak, and it alerts, and opponent will feel that is master in this what language. So, and it is beautify the language, and listener will listen more carefully. Whenever it is essential, we should use. Unnecessary, we should not use. While speaking in that sentence, if it is essential, at that time we have to use what? Idiom and phrases. Unnecessarily, if we use, means the meaning will not be given. So, that is what here I want to say. Let us see here. So, idioms and phrases, question number 29, 2 marks. An idiom may be defined as an expression peculiar to a language. So, in language, here it is what? Peculiar to a language. It is a special phrase whose total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, here remember this, meaning, total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, maybe 2-3 words will be joined together. Those joined together of 2-3 words, if we use in a particular situation and as well as sentence, then only it will give more weightage to your what? English language. If we use individual, meaning will not be given. So, that is what? Total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, that is what here? Individual words we cannot. Here an idiom may be defined as an expression peculiar to a language. It is a special phrase. Special phrase. Maybe I told you 2-3 words will come whose total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, that is what here I will show in examples. I have given 2 examples how it will be different. Next one, same this what meaning, definition of this idioms. It not only emphasizes what we want to say, but also impresses the listener and the readers. The main role in grammar using of these idioms, what the role they play in language. ನಾವು ಶಬ್ದಗಳ ಬಳಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಇಡಿಯಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ಗಳು ಬಳಸೋದರಿಂದ ಆ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಇಟ್. It not only emphasizes what we want to say, but also impresses the listeners and the readers. That is what here. Then idioms are fixed expressions, no change. Fixed expressions with meaning that are usually not clear or obvious. So when we see the dictionary, for example, particular word meaning will be given in dictionary, but here idioms are fixed expressions with meaning that are usually not clear or obvious. It is very difficult to understand. Only context, sandarbha, that context, situation will help to understand. The individual words often give you no help in deciding the meaning. Once again, see individual words, and here also individual words often give you no help in deciding the meaning. If we take individual word, the meaning will not be clear. So, give you no help in deciding the meaning. So, that is what here you have to remember. Idioms are fixed expressions with meaning that are usually not clear or obvious. The individual words often give you no help in deciding the meaning. So, let us see here. So, this is what here. Read that what sentence, but in your examination in bracket 2 blanks will be given, 3 expressions, appropriate expressions, idiom and phrases will be given in bracket. 3 idiom and phrases will be given in bracket. In that given a small 2-3 lines, a blank will be there. In that blank, which one will be the appropriate expression in that blank? Means in that blank you have to fill it, you have to write it. But here what I am just want to explain means, here try to find out what the meaning will be for this idiom and phrase. Let us see here. Try to just listen carefully. How do you do, Mrs. Watson? Do take the weight of your feet. See, feet. How do you do, Mrs. Watson? Do take the weight of your weight. Weight of your feet. Do take the weight of your feet. This is the what here? Idiom and phrase. Idiom and phrase. Now guess it. Try to guess it here. So I already, individual words often give you no help. We cannot take individual weight, take, feet. If we see in dictionary feet, okay, the meaning will be there. take the weight of your feet. Try to, I will give some 20 seconds. You just think it. So, take the weight of your feet. How do you do, Mrs. Watson? Do take the weight of your feet. I think maybe a few students may got what meaning, what here meaning, what the expression tells. You have got some near meaning. Now I tell you exact what we can see meaning of that underlined idiom. See, take the weight of your feet. Feet, weight on feet. Do take the weight of your feet. So simple. How do you do, Mrs. Watson? Have a seat. Kootkolli. Sit down. To say sit down. Banni. Hegidira? Kootkolli. Sit down. Have a seat. For that, do take the weight of your feet. That weight on feet. Take means sit. That is what here. So, here peculiar to a language, it is a special phrase whose total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, like that here we have to think it. Deciding the meaning. Here individual words will not. Individual word. So, completely if we take nothing but do have a seat. Do sit down. Take the weight of your feet. Then next one you see, Mary really have green fingers. Look at those flowers. Exclamation mark here. See this. Surprise. Idiom and phrase. Green fingers. Mary really has green fingers. Look at those flowers. Pointing towards that flowers. Really has green fingers. So guess it. I think you got the meaning of this green fingers. Mary really has green fingers. Look at those flowers. Green fingers, nothing but she, Mary, is good at gardening. Green fingers. ಆ ತೋಟ ಆ ಹೂಗಳು ಹಸಿರಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೈಗುಣ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ಸ್. ಮೇರಿ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ಸ್. She is good at gardening. For that purpose, looks means look at those flowers. It is, this garden is so wonderful with filled with flowers because of good at gardening. She is good at gardening. That is what here. So next, let us see next. I think you have understood, but this type they are not going to give. A question will be asked from your textbook chapter itself, from this text, any one chapter from text, not workbook, textbook, from that chapter, one chapter, from any one chapter they will ask. Next here we saw that same here what we have seen idioms. Next comes phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. A phrase that combines a verb with a preposition with a preposition or adverb or both, sometime both, and that functions as a verb and its meaning is different from the combined meanings of individual words is known as phrasal verbs. Verbs. Here example, the first one, the child took off the shirt. Then second one, the plane took off an hour later. Notice that in the second sentence, the expression took off means the plane started flying. Such expressions are phrasal verbs which have a specific specific meaning in different contexts. Yes, see, that's what here. Let us see here once again. So, phrase verbs, phrasal verbs, phrasal verbs, phrasal verbs, phrasal verbs, phrasal verbs, a phrase that combines a verb with a preposition, adverb, or both, and that functions as a verb. So, functions as a verb. We cannot say it is adverb, it is preposition, it is verb, but functions as a verb, and its meaning is different from the combined meanings of individual words is known as phrasal verbs. So, that is what here. Its meaning is different from the combined meanings of different words is known as a phrasal verbs. Okay, preposition on, meaning is what here? Chalk piece. It is on my palm. On, meaning is what? Different. Let us take here adverb. Here means I am at that what place here, and verb, if we take took, means he has taken. But combine, when we combine this water, verb, preposition, even sometime what? Verb, preposition, even adverb. Preposition, adverb sometimes, but maybe what here? Verb, preposition, verb, adverb, sometimes verb, preposition, adverb. What the individual meaning gives if we take separate preposition and what here? Verb. When we combine, here when we combine, its meaning is different from the combined what meanings of individual words is known as phrasal verbs. Example, see, it is enough you to understand. The child took off the shirt. Here we will get one meaning, took off. The plane took off an hour later. Notice that in the second sentence, the expression took off means the plane started flying. Took off. See here, plane, what? The plane took off 1 hour late. An hour later, the plane what here? Started flying 1 hour late. That is what here? An hour later. See here, the child took off the shirt. That child, baby, removed. So, one thing you have to remember, such expressions are phrasal verbs which have a specific meaning in different contexts. Have a specific meaning in different contexts. So, here and in this first sentence, second sentence, if we take what? Here specific meaning in different ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಬ್ದಗಳಿಗೆ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೇಸಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರೇಸಲ್ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಟು write it appropriate, means write expressions in that given sentence. They will give a sentence which is from your textbook, and your job, duty is to write appropriate expressions. Here expressions is nothing but maybe idiom and phrases. So that is what here we can see. Let us see the what here question number 29. Easily once again you can get 2 marks. See, you no need to write it individually, idiom and phrases. In your question paper they will be given 2-3 sentences. Below or above in the bracket already they will be given 3 expressions. 3 idiom and phrases ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. But your duty is to read those sentences and write it suitable appropriate expressions. You have to wait and see, understand the sentences and write it suitable this what expressions, phrase, idiom and phrases, and that 2-3 sentences will be given from your textbook from any one chapter. So that is also what a plus point to you, easy to write it 2 expressions where once again you can get it 2 marks. Let us see one example and then you will have a clear picture idea regarding this idiom and phrases. Let us see one example. The question number will be 29 and they will ask fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate expressions. Remember idiom and phrases, expressions given in bracket, then here 2 marks for this. And they will give like this from your text. The owner of the firm become lazy and wasted all his wealth. His wife was dash and became apprehensive, apprehensive, their life was gradually getting, see, dash, full stop. So I told you in bracket they will be given what? Idiom and phrases. Cloud, on cloud 9, then out of hand, in a fix. So like this, what they will. Example, so don't be hurry-burry. Grammar is like what? Mathematics. A small mistake can make you to lose marks, and sometimes writing, scratching, writing another one what word, they may not give marks. You have to think it before to write, fill it in that blank, and no need to write here options. Examiner, the person who will be evaluating, let him select ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎರಡು ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Only one, this what expression, given expression you have to write it. No need to write to and changing, scratching. Be careful. It is like mathematics. Even a small mistake, even sometimes even spelling also plays important. So be careful and you have to write it, read, understand. It will be from your textbook. So fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate expressions given in bracket. Question number 29 in your question paper. So 2 marks for this. The owner of the firm became lazy and wasted all his wealth. When he becomes in that chapter, that owner, chapter name is The Gardener, written by P. Lankesh. Their owner will become, when they become rich, they will become lazy. If they don't have money, then they have to struggle, work. So he will become what? Lazy and wasted all his wealth. His wife was dash. See, on cloud 9, try to understand. Cloud 9 means what? Out of hand, in a fix. On cloud 9, out of hand, in a fix. His wife was dash and became apprehensive. Their life was gradually getting. So if you write it, correct appropriate expression in given bracket, you will get 2 marks. That is what here. So let us say his wife was. See, quite natural, you try to understand. Owner's wife, owner will become what? Lazy, and then what? Wasted his what? Simply wasted what? Money. Then wife, so think it here, wife. His wife was in a fix, means some problem, confused. She was in trouble. What to do with husband? In a fix, his wife was in a fix and became apprehensive. Their life was gradually getting out of hand. ಅದೇನಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೈನಿಂದ ಜಾರಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ hand. So, like this you have to understand. So, what you have to write it here, in a fix, then out of hand, out of hand. So, like this, like this you have to do at what in your home, and at the same time you go through previous question papers. Best way to do means purchase workbook, number of examples are there, you can do it. So, that is this I think idiom and phrases, a definition with examples you have understood clearly, and even the question number 29, one example I have shown you on this board, and just to go through this clip and understand, then do in workbook what they have given. And next class once again I will meet. Thank you.